As a doctor, have you ever done anything that went against your values? This is my confession. It all began when my career as a doctor started taking a toll on my personal life. The constant stress and long hours led me down a dark path, and I turned to the firewater for solace. My marriage to my beautiful wife, Emily, started to crumble under the weight of my dependency. Our two young children, Remy and Tristian, bore witness to our arguments and my gradual decline. Emily tried to help me, but after years of broken promises, she just couldn't take it anymore. She made the heart-wrenching decision to leave me and take the kids with her. I was devastated, but I couldn't blame her. I was a shell of the man I once was, and I had lost everything that ever meant anything to me. It was in my darkest moments that I realized I needed to change. I sought help and eventually overcame my firewater dependency. I spent months in therapy, trying to piece together my life and become a better man. I wanted to make amends and win back my family. During that time, I leaned on Emily's best friend, Tom. He was supportive and encouraged me throughout my recovery. I thought he was on my side, helping me to rebuild my relationship with Emily. But as I began to regain control of my life, I discovered that Tom had other intentions. Tom had been advising Emily against reconciling with me, even after I had gotten clean. He suggested that I would never truly change and that she would be better off without me. Months later, I learned that Tom and Emily had started dating. The man I had trusted and confided in had stabbed me in the back. The news crushed me, but I knew I had to accept reality. I tried to move on, focusing on my work and my newfound sobriety. I vowed to dedicate my life to helping others and to make a difference in the world, in part as a way to cope with the pain of my personal life. During this time, fate intervened one night at the hospital. My colleagues informed me that I would be performing surgery on a patient who had been in a horrific car accident. They emphasized the urgency and critical nature of the situation, and I steeled myself for the task ahead. As they wheeled in the patient, my heart sank when I recognized the battered face before me. It was Tom, the man who had betrayed me and taken away the life I once had. I struggled to maintain my composure, but my mind was a whirlwind of emotions. My colleagues were unaware of the connection between Tom and me, and I needed to keep it that way. Tom had suffered severe internal injuries, and without immediate surgery, he wouldn't survive. I prepared to operate as my colleagues urged me to take immediate action. They had every confidence in my abilities, but I hesitated. I found myself torn between my duty as a doctor and my personal vendetta against Tom. It was then that I made a bold choice. As I performed the delicate surgery on Tom's liver, I deliberately made a small but devastating error, nicking an adjacent blood vessel to cause further bleeding. It was a subtle mistake, one that could easily be attributed to the challenging circumstances of the surgery. I faked my surprise and concern, calling for assistance from my colleagues. They rushed in, and despite our best efforts, Tom died on the operating table. I have never told anyone this and don't ever plan on ever coming clean.